I'll just record because then we've got a record. So just find some space. I keep my jumper on until it warms up. But I'm trying to sort of cut down on the electric and heat, just because I don't really want the hall height to go up too much next year. So go into the first 2/3 of your foot, and then sink the hips back and down, so you're really settling in your balance point. And we'll work on balance by doing that exercise that I did with the scubas, where we're shifting our weight. So just breathe in and out, just let the shoulders relax. You want to sink the hips, and the hips sink so the shoulders can sink, so you have a nice lengthened feeling in the spine. And then you're nice and relaxed around the jaw. And you breathe in and out. Nice and tall. And we're softly gazing forward as we listen behind. And then we're just going to very gently transfer the weight. So you want to get the balance point of the foot. So just behind the ball of each foot, in the balance point, you're getting your weight to transfer from one balance point to the other. And we're all breathing. So remember, on the 21st of November, we're not physically here because I'm in Birmingham, but I will try and do a kind of Travelodge Zoom Tai Chi amusement class. And I'll see, because they're usually quite small. I might try the premiere in, because they're slightly larger, the rooms there. Because then, then I have to move the bed and try, right, how am I going to do this? It's quite fun. So, so the class will be running, just not in this hall, and then we'll be going on until the 12th, 13th of December. Yeah, because I might be able to do a Zoomy class on the 19th, but I'm working until the afternoon, and then that's sort of, that would be
close then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit too close to really. So just feel the ground under the feet. So feel how the contact with the feet. You want to feel the contact through the feet. And while the hips are sinking, you want to think the head is floating and the chin needs to be tucked in slightly, so that the neck, you stretch your neck here a bit. Okay, and then back to the middle, and now tune into your heel and tune into where the ball of the feet and the toes meet, and between those 2 points you're rocking. And when you rock forward, push down with the toes, sink into the heel, and then sink forward and push down with the toes to send you back into the heel. So you're going from the heel of the foot, middle of the heel, to where the toes and ball of the feet meet. Relax the shoulders. So again, just create some space in your body. Just allow yourself to settle down. So you want to calm the mind, soften your muscles, and think of the bones as rising. So I'm looking forward to I've got a day retreat on Sunday. It's with a lady meditation teacher. So if I learn anything useful, I'll, of course, be able to pass it on.
Cool.
Notice your breathing. Soften the knees. So we're going forwards and back. Swaying forwards and back. Swaying forwards and back. And you just want to relax in the knees. Relax and soften the knees. Then just allow yourself to settle just behind the ball of each foot. Now we'll do the circle. Round and round in the circle. So this is... So I had to go on this one in the underground, London underground. I had my hand on the thing, you know, I wasn't just going to go, ha, look, I can do Tai Chi, ha ha. But it's just, if you are practicing that on the London underground, do hold on to the thing. Because the trains like to lurch, so, you know, you can't, it doesn't stop lurches from affecting you. You know, so you can just use them. But it's quite interesting, nevertheless, because the train is also moving. So you've got the train moving in a direction and you're doing the round. It's very exciting for Tai Chi people to do that. So, you know, if you've got nothing better to do.
Change the clock.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they've not changed the clock, have they?
You're right, so the next month
Is it?
clock,
Oh,
so
good. Yeah, that really confuses me because my clock at home, I forgot to change it. So I thought, oh no, I've missed my class. And I went, no, I haven't. No, it's now, oh, what really? So it's, why are they, do you know why, who's clever? Why does it happen?
I think it started with the farmers who wanted different times.
And then the
Because they like to work in the lights, walk.
Oh, they wanted light, they want to walk to school in the light and they want to do their crops and things in the light. Okay, well that kind of makes sense. That makes sense.
Just gives them an extra day, like.
Yeah. It just means it's really dark. It gets dark earlier, 5 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. And then round in the other direction. But I suppose at school, if you finish school at 3 or 4, it's still kind of light, isn't it? So sort of makes sense. So
it was originally invented to save money on electric bills.
oh, well, maybe that's a good thing. We like saving money on electric bills, don't we, at the moment?
What were you going to say?
Well, then it could just have a different time in Scotland.
Yeah, they could.
Oh, like a time zone. Well, in America, I've got friends in America, and they're all in different bits of America, and they're all at different times.
Yeah.
They're all different time zones, depending on
It's in the seaboard
I
time.
think
Yeah.
it's also ones that it doesn't actually save money, it actually makes
Probably just messes it around.
makes it more expensive.
Fantastic, and we sink down. So hopefully that's tuned us into our feet. We'll come back to the feet in a minute, but let's just do some loosening exercises first, and then we'll have a look at those balance exercises, because yeah, it's useful, isn't it? So again, just check your posture before we do anything. First 2/3, hips sink back and down. Calm the mind, calm the muscles, soften the muscles, breathe. Notice the breath as it goes in and out. We're going to turn the waist and we're going to do that. Here we go.
We haven't done those turtle ones for a while.
Oh, the turtle peers out of its shell. Okay, I'll add that to what we want to do today list. We'll see how we're doing.
Probably run out of time.
We've probably run out of time, but I will add it on our hit list because I think it would be quite nice to go through the whole format.
rubbish at that one.
The turtle one, yeah. Well, that's a good reason to do it.
You're alright.
That's a good reason to do it. So I'll just show from the back. So you want to turn in the waist. Your knees want to point where the toes point. The knees don't really move that much. So what you do is you perch yourself in your imaginary high chair, or high stool, I guess, it'd be a stool because then you need more room for the arms to move around. And the knees stay in line with the toes. So you want your knees, you want to avoid any lateral movement of the knees. They can go forwards and back a bit, but you want to avoid any lateral movement. So that, you sort that out with practice and using the mirror. So you actually use a mirror and maybe put something on the knee coloured to see if it's moving or not. Because the problem with black trousers, you can't really see what the knees are doing. So you want your knees in line with the toes. So what you do is you're rotating out in that hip joint, that ball and socket joint outwards. And I imagine the space hopper actually, because I really do like, I did have a space hopper for a bit, and then I think I gave it to my 10-year-old friend, because he seemed to need it more than I did. But I had it. It was really good, and you could feel the knees in line by sitting on the space hopper. And then when I was bouncing around the garden, someone asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm practicing the kind of high-level Tai Chi exercise. I'm checking my knee alignment. But it's quite fun. Have to admit, it's a really fun way.
They've got
of
adult
getting-
ones now.
They've
You've
got-
like adult-sized ones for like racing.
Oh,
They're this big.
I totally want one. Yeah. Space hoppers.
It's about this big. I'm going to give you one. It's yours.
Yeah, space hoppers. I mean, you know, if we wanted to explore that in this class, we could get a space hopper each and then check our knee alignment by having a race. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? I think so.
I think a big beach ball would probably work just as
A
well.
beach ball works, or the Pilates balls, if you
Oh,
don't want to be
yeah.
silly. Pilates balls, they're like space hoppers for sensible
With a
people, aren't
pogo
they?
stick a bit.
So, yeah, no, the problem with a pogo stick is you want your knees
Yeah.
hip width apart. So unless they invented a pogo stick that had like a Wu Chi pogo stick, that would work. But the idea that bounce actually is very similar mechanics to a pogo stick when we do bounce. It's a bit like, but a pogo stick that's got stuck. So we're just breathing. But yeah, the Pilates ball is like your sensible version of the space hopper, and you just I've sat on the Pilates balls, and it's actually, but then it really works your core muscles as well, because you haven't got nothing to hold on to except the core muscles. So actually the best one is a Pilates ball. So sit on one and then get your you can get quite large different size ones, and you just sit there and you can actually practice. I've done loosening on the Pilates ball, and it was quite tricky. You have to have the right side way for it, but it is good. It is good. That's it. So we're just doing that, and you just allow your waist to loosen up, and we're just all breathing and breathing small. Lovely. That's good. That's good. So you've got is that the hot chocolate that you did? Is that like the traditional one where you mix it with milk, or is it instant?
Mix. It's a mix, so it's hot water and then a bit of milk on top.
Hot water and milk on top. Okay.
You have them if you want at the brick.
Yeah, I might.
Nice.
I bought some instant, and I also bought some that you make with the milk and and you can put it in the microwave and that. But I left them at home, so sorry about that. But I will try and bring them for next week, because there was a request in the previous class, Tai Chi and Tea, was saying, oh, do you think there might be some hot chocolates?
Chi.
Chi, yeah, we do. It's quite good. It kind of works.
You sometimes forget to
Well, we're relaxing, you see, so we relax
Yeah.
by, in the Monday morning class, having a nice tea break, but I'm
Even have Chi tea or whatever it's called.
oh, you can have chai tea, yeah.
Chai tea.
Chai tea, Tai Chi.
Have some chai tea while you do
Tai Chi, yeah, absolutely. And then we just raise the arms, not too high, so we're just feeling that nice opening feeling in the chest. we'll, yeah, due to popular request, go forward with the hands. We won't do this very long. Down, and then out, up, forward, down, out, up. Fantastic. Okay, that's enough of that. Have a little shake out. A little shake out. So we'll just check the posture again. Oh, nice. So we just do bounce. So this is where a Pilates ball would be a good one. Just be a good one to do on the Pilates ball. So up, spin. So it's like if your feet, you imagine your feet are kind of attached to the floor, because if they weren't attached, you'd be jumping, you see. So it's like, but without the leaving the, and you want to let go in the lower back. So you're sinking the hips back and down, your chin is tucked in, and you're just letting the arms, go. Nice, relaxed. 4, 3, 2, 1, shake. It's a good one. Now, whenever does it, it looks fabulous. You can do great big wibbly wobbly shakes. And then she does up and down. This is a good one, the up and down shake. That's from Eva. She does an up and down shake and up and down. Oh. It works your legs, works your whole body, warms you up actually. And then back to bounce. And then I've warmed up now, that's good. So just keep the arms down for now. Actually, I will take this off now. I've warmed up a bit with the shaking and bouncing. That's really good. So just have a little look. What you want to do is think about the curve of the arms. So you've got this nice sort of, it's a mild curve shape. Is what at the moment is what you want to cultivate just for now while we're looking at a thing. So this isn't like, think of it as a way of exploring something than a permanent sort of life condition or something. We're just exploring this thing. So what I'm doing at the moment is when I'm doing this, I'm keeping a gentle curve in my arms. So if you look, there's hardly a bend at all. There's a little bend here, and there's a little bit of a bend, but it's a little more subtle than that. So I'm trying to keep this mild curve shape in the arm. Just well, so it's like that. Yeah. This bit bends because that's all you can do. You can't really. That's not going to work, I don't think. I mean, I'll have a think about it when I'm practicing. I was doing some practice at home, so like that. Yeah. So you want to relax your hands. So look at the shape of the hands. You want to relax the hands. You want to relax the wrist. So it looks like that. So stretch out.
And then give back.
That's it, like that, with a mild bend. There you go, you've got it. So you wanna relax your hands without stiffening them. So you wanna make the hands soft, slightly firm, but don't tense. Do not tense your hand. Keep your hands soft and open, and that.
If you did it too stiff, you'd be exhausted.
Sorry?
If you did it too tightly, you'd be exhausted.
Yeah, you want to do it without being sorry. But if you look at what I'm doing, if you just try one arm and just look at. So what you might want to do is actually, let's borrow, because I've got my little screen there. Go and look at the windows. We've got some very handy windows there. I'll move this over so you've got more window shape. And what you want to do is if you borrow the window, use the window to see how bent your arm is at the end. And the idea, we're just doing one arm at the moment, the idea is use the window, look, and you want to have it, look, like that, without stiffening, so it goes like that, every time. So you want to have a little bit more, less bendiness in this arm. So we go 1, 2, 3, use the window, 4, that's better, 5, 6. It's quite hard. So there's a little bit of, it's getting that shape without stiffening. And you're turning your waist as well. So you want the knees in line with the toes. That's it. Fantastic. That was so good. We'll try the other arm. So just try the other arm. There's a little bit, when you're just doing the one arm version, there's a little bit of a turn. Now you can put your arm here, or you can put your arm on your dantian so you can feel the dantian moving, and you're keeping a mild curve as opposed to a big bend. Mild curve. Brilliant. And then for fun, you then go like this. So you just... It's easier with a window, isn't it? Because then you can see, you can actually see the shape your arm is making. So nice, like this, at the end. But sink the shoulders, and just relax your arm, and look, straight wrist, and then down, up, down, up, down. And then when you turn, it's like that. So again, it's a mild curve, and then, so that comes outwards. So you're doing an outwards with the fingers. The fingers point out. Fantastic, that's much better. Yeah. Hours of fun. Okay, we'll go back to your spots. That's great. Was that easier with a window to look at? Because then you can actually physically see what your arm's doing. You can see what your arm's doing. It's quite handy, that. So I'll just show again. So if you do it slowly, then you're less likely to bend too much. If you do it fast, then every now and then you'll do an overly bent one. So we get just like this, look. Keeping that shape. So I'm using the windows now, and that I'm pretty much getting that same shape every time, but without stiffening. You want to. It's like when you're punching. When you're punching, you want to. There's a little bit of a bite to it, but pretty much you're relaxed. So you keep the feet. Have another look. You keep the feet flat on the floor. If I do it in slow motion, the arms drop down. Let's just do it in slow motion. So, and lead it with your hips. Don't lead it from the arms. Lead with your hips. Lead with your feet. So you sink down. The arms follow. Now you're going up. The arms follow. Down. Up. Down. Sink with your hips. Arms following the hips. Sink. Hips. Arms. Hips. Arms. Hips. Arms. And when you come up, you keep a slight bend in the knees. I'll just do this diagonal view. Diagonal view for the people, for the viewers at home. Down and up. We're pointing outwards. That's it. Down, up, down, up. Fantastic. So we'll work on that. If we go slow, it's easier to do correct than if you go fast. So let's do loosening number 1. Just do that one. And again, we're keeping that gentle curve in the arms. So practice this at home. Now it's getting darker earlier. It means you can spend longer in front of the window, practicing a Tai Chi late at night. I mean, you know, don't worry about the neighbours.
Find the neighbours.
Don't worry about the neighbours. Just say, oh, I'm practicing Tai Chi. Join in if you want. Just normal.
You need one of the Chinese masks on as well.
Yeah.
Dragon mask.
Oh, I love it when they do the dragon dancing. Love that. So just nice, gentle curve to the arm, and you're turning, and just feel what's happening in the feet. Feel it in the feet. That's it. Transfer the weight and turn. Transfer the weight and turn. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll just whiz through the other ones because we were here. The ones will be here a very long time. So again, show from the diagonal view. So I just and tall. So you've got this upright spine thing going on, but you want to sink the hips, calm the mind, calm the body. So you, if your mind's calm, just relax your muscles, and then the mind will catch up. If your body's stiff, calm the mind, the body will catch up. You know, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then so again, start it from the legs and the waist, and the arms follow. And I'm keeping a long feeling in the arms as well. So again, a little bit of solidity in the arms, so they're not too floppy. Maintaining your focus of attention. That's the other thing. So by calming the mind, calming the muscles, get the muscles nice and soft, it's easier to maintain the focus of your attention so you can pay attention to what you're doing.
She said it's not looking in any particular direction.
No, I'm looking at everybody, including myself. So it's really important. A lot of times I've got the move wrong because I wasn't paying attention. So basics like, you know, is his palm up, is his palm down, which hand is being used. And you can miss a lot just by not being focused enough, whereas if you really focus, you can kind of, you turn into a sort of a sponge, and you can just see what's going on and automatically do it without having to, you know, you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. So the Tai Chi is kind of an exercise in focused attention and focused intentional movement, really. Which is why it's so good for things like brain function, balance, circulation, bone density improvement, all sorts of very cool things. So eventually these two circles that my arms are making will be exactly equal, but at the moment, yeah, one arm will move different, especially if you're practicing with window practice. This time of year is great fun for window practice. I don't care what my neighbours think or say. I just go, oh, yeah. Oh. It's fine. I just want to try and get better. And the good thing about a window, a nice big window, is you can see your whole body, and you can go, oh look, that arm's doing that, and the other arm's doing something else. Okay, and then you just use a combination of the visual feedback with your internal feedback. Yeah, you get a lot of lorries and sometimes buses, not as often, going past.
No, just wondering.
And
That's a bus stop.
yeah, it's a bus stop. Yeah.
Right in front of the car park.
I think it might be opposite. I can't remember. I did see one.
There is.
You look like you stopped this.
Okay, so now we're going to use the floorboards. So I've got, because of how my legs got put together, I have 3 of the big thick floorboards between. So I've got big thick one there, then I've got the one in the middle that my feet, and then my feet are resting in those. And then you want to turn the foot out, and then notice again, this is where windows come in very handy as well. Just step into gong boo, or bow and arrow stance, and we're just going to sit and sink. So you want to keep your width between. So it might be easier if you physically have a floorboard that you can stand on. So I'm using these, and then I've got the right gap between my heels, and then sink the hips back and down. So both knees are bent, and each knee is pointing where the toes point, and then you sink through the front foot, you sink down through the back foot, you sink down through the front foot. So I was at Mike's class this afternoon, so I've got just enough time actually, finish teaching here, go to Mike's class on the Zoom in the car park usually if the Wi-Fi's working more closer, or go outside, get a bit of fresh air, and actually do the full class if I've packed everything up, and then zoom off to my next class that I teach on a Monday. And one thing he was saying, don't think of this stuff as basics, think of it as fundamentals. Because actually, if you can't do this, it's not a basic, it's more like a fundamental, sort of requirement for doing Tai Chi, rather than, oh no, we're just doing basics.
All the building blocks.
It's a building block, yeah, building block. So you want to get your, it's like getting your foundations, because it's all very well, you can do all this pretty stuff and all these nice forms and things, but actually you need to sink your hips, you need to calm and move in a connected way. That's what it's about, getting your connection, focus of attention, so you're doing it correctly. Okay, let's change. So you just take your time, use the floorboards, and take your time. And so when you turn the foot out, now again that angle of the foot may need to change in order to how you personally get your hips and your shoulders to be square onto the opposite wall. Heel toe. So for those of you on Zoom, I'm doing quite a long stance, but I've got my shoulder width gap, and then I sink into the front foot and into the back foot. Now the important thing is your hips are in line, so that's where things like windows are useful. To check that your hips are in line, your shoulders are nicely balanced. A nice balanced body, yeah, that's good. You want to sink and transfer the weight. So being able to transfer the weight, great for balance. Really good for balance. Relax around the jaw, that's good. Softly gazing forward as you listen behind and above. So this is a good one to do on the London Underground as well. Just not when it's too crowded, or on the train, I like that. Sometimes if I'm on the train from Cambridge to London or coming back, I'll go in that middle bit where there ain't no seats and just do a little bit of Tai Chi. Yeah, perfectly normal. Well, it is if you're a Tai Chi instructor to be doing Tai Chi as much as you possibly can. Sink back, sink forward, turn. So I'll just show you from the side. So I sink back, I'm using my eye, I turn to the corner. So you're feeling the spiral. So you sink back and turn, and there's a spiral, like a spring being squashed, then you release the spring being squashed, sink into the front foot. So I think of it as a sort of stretch release, compress release. And think of your spirally springy energy. Spiralling in, spiralling, unspiraling. Okay, now do the turny one with the other foot forward. No rushing, you want to take time to get yourself in the right spot, so you sink the hips, make sure we're nicely sunk, calming, and then we move. So you want to cultivate this calm awareness. Back and turn, forward and turn. It's about giving room in your body. You want to give yourself enough space, enough time to do the move correctly. So you'll turn. So when I turn, I line my nose up with my tummy, and I'm turning as a kind of unit rather than the head on its own. And you're turning, remember you've got your rotation in the hips, so the knees in line with the toes, you're sinking, you want to sink the hips. If you sink the hips, stuff seems to be in the right spot. Stuff is in the right place, so you go forward. So you want to go directly forward and towards the corner. So you can use the corners in the room to check you've orientated yourselves. There we go. Okay, a little shake out. Murders your legs, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's, with the leg merging, what you do, you put your hands on your back like that, and then you just, like that. That's one of Carell's exercises. You kind of scoop the foot up, and that's a nice little stretch for the back, and also works your balance.
Irish dancing.
It's like Irish dancing. I love the Irish dances. So, okay, look what I've done. It goes out, then it comes up. It goes out, then it comes up. Out. So check what movement is being demonstrated and do that one rather than one you think it might be, just in case. So it's like it's a bit like if, just to show you how you could use that. Say I've left something in the front there, and I just want to bring my, look, so you get there, put it on there, and you go, whoop, and it goes up. So it comes out and then up, out and up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah. Let's do some ones that work the lower back. So we'll do Monkey King takes a seat. We'll do polishing the table. We'll do dragon serves teacups, just because they work your lower back. And also, but with a view of thinking getting really grounded and settled in the feet. And then also we'll have a look at that turtle one, just because that's another one that works the back. And they're quite useful, because it's like you're building up a picture. Okay, so Monkey King takes a seat. So just feel the feet flat on the floor. I'll just show from the side view for the video. So for purposes of the video, so this is where your hips sink back and down, and they're being counterbalanced by the hands, by the action of the hands. So you've got to think about the hips, think about the feet first, and then the hands are like an after thing. So you sink the hips back and down, and then you counterbalance with your hands, and then you come back up, and then you settle. And then you think, your soft focus gaze, like imagine there's a big field that's quite far away that you're looking at in the distance at the end there. So we're going to do a few slow ones. Monkey King takes a seat. So here we go. Just sink the hips back and down, breathe in. And then we come back up. Come back up like that. And Monkey King takes a seat. 2. And I'm still looking slightly forward when I do Monkey King takes a seat. I'm looking forward, so I'm peering over my specs, and also the neck. You want your neck in line. You want your neck in line, so you want your chin to remain tucked in. Let me just show you that from the diagram. Chin stays tucked in. So you want to keep the chin tucked in, and then come back up. Okay, let's do a couple more. sink the hips back. Keep the knees in line with the toes when you sink the hips back. And then you come up. That's it. So you want to keep your knees in line with the toes. Knees in line with the toes. So you might want to move a little less with the hips there to get your alignment. So a bit less. Look, you keep straight wrist. So watch what I'm doing. Look at the shapes. Look at the shapes. You want to sink your hips back less. Look. See, that's a straight. That's kind of straight, that wrist. And then you come up. So you want to let the arm come down like that. But watch. You want to let the arm come down, but you want to let go of the arm. Let go right to the fingertips. No tension. Too much tension, everyone. Relax more. Do it some more. So you sink back. That's better. Now let the arm go, as you can't really let the arm go, so it's, yeah, look. You're doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm doing that. I want to do that. So you let the arm go. Let the arm go. Keep it long. That's better. Yeah. Keep the arm long. Sink the hips back. Hands counterbalance. Hands counterbalance. Let the arms go. Sink the hips. Come upright. Now like this. Come upright. Hips sink back. Hips sink back. Hands counterbalance. Too much. Less. Hips sink back like to here. Then you come that way. Hips sink back. Arms go forward. Knees in line with the toes. So you put your knees in line with the toes by sinking the hips, relaxing. You want to relax. And then you come up. That's it. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Okay, same thing. Round in a circle, turn. Hips sink back, arms come round in a curve. Counterbalance, and you come back to the middle. Polishing the table. You turn, swing the hips, opposite direction to the hands, come back. And nice and relaxed. Turn, sink back, come back. Turn. So we're paying attention. We are paying attention. Pay attention to what you are doing. Pay attention to what you are sensing. Pay attention. Turn, sink back, and come back to the middle. One more time each side, that's not bad. So by paying attention, the movement becomes very clear. Movement becomes very clear. So you turn, sink the hips back, hands counterbalance. Come back to the middle. Nice. Okay. Dragon serves teacups, slow motion. So you have your hands out. So you turn, sink the hips back. So there's a lot of hip sinking back thing going on. Then you come up in the middle, and then we go wee like that. And we bring the hand back, and then we do it the other side. So we sink, hip sink back, hand comes out, open the hand up. And so it's got a nice stretch to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And elbows out a bit more. 1, 2. Watch the alignment of the knees. 3. Sink the hips. 4, 5. Lovely. 1, 2, 3. So it's obviously the teacup serving dragon is having a slow day. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands in front. That's it. So you can correct yourself by being more relaxed. You want to avoid any tension in your brain. So if there's something, if you're not quite doing the movement right, relax more. Calm the mind. Now, I'm not doing it right, okay, I'm going to calm down even more until I can do it. And I'm not going to hurry. I'm going to take my time to do it correctly. I'm going to take my time. It's kind of like opposite to... And then what's more full fun? Oh, it's getting warm in here, isn't it? Wow! How many? Should we do another? Let's do, can anyone remember what song we started with?
Oh.
Let's do 2 more. Yeah.
How many we've done, no idea.
I've lost count. I think we've done like 1 million, maybe. It feels like 1 million. So, yeah, that's the thing. So having the arms out like that rather than like that, and then you can also do it a bit smaller. You can do a baby version, baby dragon. That's quite interesting, that, because it's a bit trickier actually, and it feels more wiggly-fied. It feels more wiggly-fied. Shall we try the wiggly-fied dragon Sir's teacup? So we've still got the elbows out. So that. Oh, okay, little ones. Ready? Go. It's kind of. You might even, want to whistle. Yeah, it's got that kind of feel to it. It's got that kind of just look natural, everybody. Yeah. If that helps. Brilliant. Right, that's enough of that. Right, put the dragon down. Right, next is turtle, due to popular request. So what you do is you imagine a shelf that's about chin height shelf, and you put your turtle flippers over the shelf. It's just having a bit of a man. You've got your turtle flippers on the shelf, and it's like that. Right. That kind of reminds me a bit of, I don't know if you remember Rodney New. It's a bit like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave the flippers where they are and move your whole body except for the arms, and we're going to go up and down. Ooh. And look over your flippers, then look under your flippers. But you want to keep your arms where they are. That's the tricky bit. So up and down, that's it. I'm not so good at this. Keeping these arms where they are and moving your body around them is tricky. Then what you do is we can go side to side like that. So we're doing the top view, look over your flippers. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the flippers. Now we're going to look under the flippers. That's it. And then what you do is you can go whoop. Turtle peers out of its shell. So you come down, and he goes, it's just saying morning, and then you go down, say morning. That's it. And you can use, you can use the windows if you want, and then you can see, if you have a look at the window, you put your flippers, chin height flippers, and then you keep them where they are, you see, by looking at the window. Yeah, go a bit. So you put your, like that, and then we go to the side, down, but keep your hands where they are. By looking at the window. There we go. And then you go to the side, you go down. This totally murders your legs. And actually, because you're keeping your arms where they are, it works your shoulder muscles as well. Oh, that's enough of that. Yes. Nice. It's good, isn't it? These turtles, yeah. So, any questions on those exercises? You can do it as a walking. Oh yeah, eventually you do it as a walking exercise. You come up like that, and you step out,
Oh,
and you know, if you, maybe don't do that one on the underground train,
yeah.
but you could do it up and down your garden.
It's spook out, isn't it?
Spook out, especially, we could have done it dressed as Halloween, couldn't we? You could have, people think you're a zombie turtle, appears out of it, shout, oh, brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, so, what a good idea. Okay, I now know what our music is going to be for when we do our punching, but I will stop the video there. Right. Oh dear. So, because we were looking at the uppercuts and the hook punch. So I've been, but before we do that, let's just practice transfer. We go up, and we'll just do that one first. 1, 2, yeah, good choice. I will look that up. We're going to do some. Were you there when we did the Rocky? Were you there when we did the Rocky music? It was just us three. Oh, we did some punching to Rocky music the other day. We'll do it because it's Halloween. We better do. Yeah.
Should have said not that Halloween song that's
No.
not really. Well, not like
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a hot stuff? Is it a hot
Oh dear, what have I unleashed? Okay, just keep standing on one leg, it doesn't matter. So now what we do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one that Eva did. So sink the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 10.
Oh no.
Oh yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For fun. This is for fun.
it is.
Yeah. My fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's easy, isn't it? Yeah. So you keep your hips level, you sink them back and down, chin tucked in the way, out of the way, muscles nice and soft. We're calming the mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good effort. And then once more, 4, even more fun. Here we go. 1, 2. So next time someone sees you practicing this, they'll say, what are you doing? And you say, I'm having a lot of fun. 8, 9, 10. So then what happens is you do it for 30 seconds, and then you do it for a minute, and then do it for 2 minutes. But not today. Not today. No. So we're standing there for tumty.
Something to practice at home.
Yeah, no, you can try having a phone conversation. Hello, yes, I'm practicing Tai Chi, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute, hang on. And then, you don't just have to do that, but it's very useful. Okay, let's go back to that one, and then let's do, we'll look at the, so we were looking at the hook punch. Let's just have a look at hook punches again. So I'm going to have my right foot forward, you have your left foot forward, and we're just doing this one, forward and back, forward and back, but now we're turning on the, so look at what I'm doing, let the heel, like that, and press down with the foot, so you're turning your foot to the side walls, So this knee and this toe goes to that side wall, this knee and that toe go to that side wall, and I'm thinking, yeah, exactly, but we're just going to do that first. And I go back, that's right, and forward. I go back and forward. I go back, shake from the side, forward, back, forward, back, forward. And just so we're not lopsided, go on the other side and try that. So just start like this first, back, forward like that, forward, back, sink the hips, so knees in line with the toes. So when you're doing it with a turn, your knees are still in line with the toes. And then try it with a turning. 1, 2, we're breathing. 1, 2. So turn the feet, That's it. So you want your feet to point, the feet and knee, you want to point to the side wall. Side wall, side wall, side wall, side wall, side wall, side wall. Fantastic. Right, okay, we'll put that together in a minute, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make a fist. We're going to have our guard up. We're going to go here without any turning. Just going to go 1, 2. I want that. That's it. And we bring it back up, and we go, huh? Check. Have a look at it. Okay, that'll do. And we come up. And then eventually you won't need to look at it each time, because you'll know what it feels like when it's right. So that just goes to there, to show from the diagonal view. And then what makes the punch is, what's happening with the body. What's happening. So you want to make the thumb in front there, that's the fist. Let's try that again, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Marvellous. Shake out. Oh, gosh. So, keeping relaxed is a good way of making sure this doesn't get too murderly fried. And then what we're going to do is put your favoured leg forward for punching, and then we're just going to go 1, 2. So we're just doing it very, very soft and gentle. But remember you're on the phone the other side, so keep answering the phone. So look, you go from there to there, then back to there. Let's do it in slow motion. There to there, then back to vertical. Horizontal, vertical. Horizontal, vertical. But you want a straight wrist. Straight wrist. Straight wrist. And sink the hips. Then go a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nice. Right, I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to do something very silly. A little recap overview. So with a hook punch, three, 4. So it's about trying to use this movement, and I'll push down with the foot to get the weight. So it's the feet that do the punching and being relaxed in the body. Being relaxed in the body and having the guard up. And when you're doing the jab cross, so it's jab, cross, that comes down. And it needs to come back in faster than what it goes out. Because you want your guard up. So you want your guard up. So you kind of go jab, cross, hook. It's usually jab, cross, hook is the kind of thing. And then you've also got cross, hook, cross. That's another one. And then you can also do, we can explore hooks. You can do a shovel hook, like that. That's that one, which is a cross between an uppercut and a hook. You get a thing called a shovel hook, which is like a rib shot. But we'll look at those another time. Let's go through. Let's do a little bit of Qi Gong just to calm us down. And then what we'll do is we'll go through the whole of the form. Okay. For fun. So, yeah. Let's just... so we've been working on sort of biomechanics and posture and sort of paying attention really. But we'll just start with this one. So we just breathe in and breathe out. Oh. That's nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah, so I should really advertise this, because if we could get a couple more people here, then that'd be fine, really.
Do you know any you do it, mate? No.
It's not me advertising, it's not too far away.
Yeah, absolutely. But
If you print out a couple of posters.
yeah, I'll print out some newer ones. I might see if I could get some different. And change. So we just go like this, and then just extend the fingers and sink down. So keep that gentle curve in the arms. Come up. And like that. So you want to try and get the movement correct from the inside. Internally, so you want to sink and you want to relax, you want to sink the hips. I've got lovely warm there. Are you all warm? Yeah. We didn't need the heating on at all. So yeah, if you're cold and you can't afford your heating, do some punching. You'll warm right up. You'll be in your t-shirt. You go, oh.
Housework works actually.
Yeah, housework's good. Yeah. That's actually what we were listening to earlier. It's a good one to do housework to. Because I've got to do, it's my turn to clean the top and bottom bathrooms. So thanks for that. I'll be doing a. And then we go, park clothes. Yeah. Yeah, you can make Michael Jackson noises while you're doing the cleaning. Very good. And down. So try and calm what you're doing down a bit as well. You want to. So look, you stay upright, cross the hands and stay more upright. That's it. And then you come up, and then see, much easier. If you. I mean, you have to start the move somewhere, but the idea is the move gets smaller and smaller. And one more time. Okay. Shake out. So what I'll do is I'll go. Yeah, if everybody gets that side, can you remember the respect the horse's mouth roll backward often? Right, you're that end for that. Brilliant. If everybody gets that side, and then you'll shore up people that end. So you want to get in front of Christine, but away from me. So be like a sandwich. Right, we're going to try going through the whole of the form. Don't worry if you've never done it before. Just jam along, and don't worry about doing anything right. Exactly. Don't worry about doing anything right unless you're Christine or Amy. Then do worry about. But don't worry about it. Don't get tense while you're worrying. You want to worry in a very calm and relaxed manner, in good posture. Excellent.
Just try not to bump into anything.
No bumping into people, no hesitation or deviation or repetition. Actually, there's lots of words I should say. So here we go. So we're nice and tall, and what I'll do is I'll mirror for the first bit, then I'll turn around. So breathing in and out, and no choking. And then breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, oh, that's fine, just relax when you're laughing. Breathe out and begin. So we raise up, 1, 2. But I was very tempted to put that music back on, but then Zoom with YouTube would then blank my the sound out because of copyright. So turn, push out, gather under, hold the ball. So you're in let, cat stance. I'll go back a little bit and then you step, part the wild horse's mane. Sink back and turn. Oh dear. Sink forward. And then step. 1, 2. That's it. Part the wild horse's mane. 3. Sink back and turn. 4. Sink forward. Nice and relaxed. 1 step. 2. Part the wild horse's mane. 3. Sink back and turn. 4. Sink forward. Now going to cat stance. Right cat stance. I'm going left cat stance. So you can see I'm mirroring. Step with your right foot, heel toe. Grasp the sparrow's tail. White crane spreads its wings. 20% of the weight in the front foot. So look, move the leg. That's it. Very good. Very good. Good effort. And then you drop the hand down. Brush knee and push. 1, 2, 3. We'll actually learn all these movements individually. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1 and 2. This time, spear hand. So you sink your hip, you lift the heel, spear hand. Cut down. Play the peeper. Step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3. Step. 4. Did I do enough repetitions or did I not do
Yes.
I did, okay, 1. So the problem is I've been doing this mirror side so long, I now forget which hand I'm supposed to have forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time sit forward, hold the ball, step, inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. 2. 1, 2. Ward off. 1, 2, 3. Double hand push. 1. Sink back. 2. Turn. So go towards where Christine is. 3. Push out. 4. Gather under, hold the ball. But you want to be facing more towards the door, Christine. So bring your foot into cat stance. Foot in a bit closer for cat stance. Bring your front foot closer into the back foot for cat stance. Bit more. That's it. There you go. And then you're facing the door. Now you step with your right foot into bow and arrow stance. And you transfer the weight, inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. 2. 1. Ward off. 2. And then separate the hands, sink back. 1, 2, 3. Double hand push. 1, sink back. 2, turn. 3, stroke down. And then 4, 5. Is that the jazz band? And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Step up. I'm gonna mirror. Step out 3 times with your left foot. 1, 2, and final time 3. It goes step up. 1, 2, stroke down. 3, pick up the sock. 4, 5, single whip. Okay, 1, sink back. 2, high pattern horse. 3, 4, block over left leg. 1, 5, 6. Then kick with right leg, low kick. 1, 2, low kick. 3. Grasp the tiger's wrist. 1, 2, 3. 1, sink back. 2, turn. 3, push out. Grasp the tiger's ears, right foot forward. Grasp the tiger's ears, yeah. 1, sink back. 2, turn. 3, push out. 4, gather around the hold the ball, so you're in your left cat stance. Okay, then... no, we're fine, So, Christine, can you go forwards a bit? We'll just busk it. And then follow Christine, so you just kick with the left leg, lift up, kick with the left leg, and then we go... Hang on, I'll go that side. I'll go where you are. I'll just turn the thing, so then the people following at home can still see me. See? Hang on, right. So, we've just done that, and we've just done the kick. 1, 2, 3, then snake creeps down. 1. That's it. Or you can watch and see if you don't want to join in if you feel like joining in. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So I'll go over here. 1, 2, step. 3, 4, 5. That's it. Well, remember, turn the foot out a bit more. Turn the foot out a bit more. Out. Turn the front foot out. That's it. That's out. Out means turn it out. 6. Push down. 7. Golden cocktail stands on left leg. Just go into cat stance. Golden cocktail stands on left leg. I'll move this back here. And then I'll go over here. Golden cocktail stands on left leg. Right? Yeah, that's right. Well remembered. And then we go 1, 2, step with the right foot. 3, 4, transfer. 5, twizzle. 6, press down. 7, golden cocktail stands on the right leg. That's it. Now put your left leg in front. That's it. Well remember, a little bit more, Amy, a little bit more. A bit more. So you're over here like this. Step. Step with the right foot. Step with the right foot. Fair lady works at shuttles. That's it. Well remembered. Okay, 1, sink back. 2, turn. I'll go over here. 3, push out. 4, gather under, hold the ball. Step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fair lady works at shuttles, number 2. Third corner. 1, sink back. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth corner. 1, sink back. 2, turn. 3, push out. So Christine's corner, where the clock is, going to cat stance, right hand on top, left hand underneath. Wait a minute, wait for them. Now step with your left foot, transfer the weight. Raise the left hand, then raise the right hand. There you go, so you're pushing. Now step up with your right foot, step up with your left foot, high block. Sink down, searching for the golden eagle at the bottom of the seabed. Turn to face the windows, turn to face the wall with the windows in. That way, that's it. And then you step out with your left foot, fan through back. So you want to step out like this with a low step. That's it. Fan through back. Point your left foot towards the exit door. That's it. You want to be in bow and arrow stance. Sit down. Okay. Now turn. Make a fist with the right hand. Come round. Raise the knee. Hidden punch. Step. Parry and punch. Sink back. Turn. Double handed push. Sink back. Bring the left hand into the right crook of the elbow. I'll turn round so you can see what to do. Right crook of the elbow. Step out to the side. And down. Well, that's it. Then we go 1, down, and 1 more time. Nice. If we come round in a circle, that wasn't bad. Come round in a circle. And then I'll just show you the bit that wasn't bad. You all managed to follow. So, I'll just, that's okay. So when we've done this bit, we've gone to here, you step, it's a big step for fan through back. So we were on a bit of a window, we were on a bit of a narrow ledge, which isn't so good for the balance. So when you've done the high block, and then you step, it's a big step, and then you go into fan through back, and then you're on a nice big square.
That's the bit I learned wrong.
Yeah, so it's like and then it's fun. We started quite late, so okay. So that was the. We'll look at the latter end for fun, and just do it nice and slow, and get the going from here to here, and then that's quite. Okay, and we've got a jazz band now, so we'll do some back to the loosening. We packed a lot in today, didn't we? That's very good, but you're all improving, which is the main thing.
You've gone to jazz.
Yeah, jazz Tai Chi.
It's quite hard to follow the form.
Yeah, well
Unless
the
it's
problem
like
is,
two of you.
if there was 2 or 3 people that really knew the form and knew it all 100% perfect, then you could stare at all the, like when in the olden days, in the old intermediate class, there was about 3 or 4 people that really knew the form, and then even if you couldn't see Mike, you could always follow someone, but then it got longer and longer, and then it's just me, and then I've got no one to follow, and they're all following me, so it's a bit of a bit scary, but just it's getting the feet right. You want to get the feet right, but it's good to do the whole of it, but not get too worried. But use the more simple exercises to practice your alignment, practice your calming down, and just treat the last bit as a bit of fun. And go, what can I remember? But we'll look at something in isolation, just because they're very useful for your general principles and your fundamentals. We're working on fundamentals, so that's good. Let's do plum blossom falls left and right, and then we'd better give the key to the hall to the jazz band before I take it home with me.
Are they supposed to be in with them?
Yeah. They're here usually most Mondays, the jazz band, from about 7. So
They're not in here.
No, they're in the other one. They're in the other one, because this hall's often used like if there's a meeting or the WI or whatever. And it's slightly cheaper. And the other one. Grace, the tiger returned to the mountain. So again, you want to stay upright when you're doing this. Stay upright. That's it.
We grasp the tiger's ears.
Oh, did you want to see grasp the... Yeah, all right. We'll have a look at grasp the tiger's ears because it's useful. All the moves from the second half of the form you can practice as an individual thing, and you'll get useful stuff out of it. So I'm very happy just to, because we've been going for a while, to look at the second half of the form in this group. And then nice, relaxed, and then we'll rub the hands together and polish in the face. And then rub the hands together again and give the lower back up. And then 3 more embrace tigers. Here we go. Embrace the tiger.
We've got used to having it all to ourselves, haven't we?
Well, we kind of overran a bit.
Tiger up.
Yeah, it's fine. We can relax. We're nice and relaxed now. Anyway. Just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, together. Brilliant. Well done, us. Well done. Very good. Right. Well, I'll give them the key, and I'll better switch round for recording up. Then we better get going. See you all next week. Remember, Zoom only on the 21st of November, unless the internet explodes in Birmingham. Then you'll just have to do it yourselves. But there we go. Okay. Well done, everyone. That was great. Really, really good.
See you next
Yeah.
week.